Hi, my name is Christine Rolls and I'm Employment and Development Worker here at Aspire.
My name is Mark Lambert. I'm also an Employment and Development Worker at Aspire.
A little bit about our job description. It's quite widespread and quite varied. Mark and I oversee all the trainees that come into Aspire to work and get some work experience, obviously on our projects. So from the start, we would take on the referrals. We would follow up the references on the referrals. We phone up and book interviews. We do the interviews. Then we send all the paperwork off for CRB checks. And then once they come back, we actually get in contact with the trainee and book them a trial day for them to come in and see how they get on at Aspire and if they like working on the projects.
Who was Christine? What was her role?
Christine was my support worker. No, when I say support, a hell of a lot of support. There's a lot of private things I won't go into, but I went through DNA testing with my children and found out that I wasn't their dad after like 12 years, and the amount of support I got for like Christine was just phenomenal, to be honest with you. You know, they always had time, you get a phone call or 10 minutes to come and see you and just check you were okay. No, they're very, very supportive, that's all I can say about them. You know, I went from having a house to being homeless, sleeping on sofas, to having a house again, to being homeless again, but I just sort of come full circle. I went privately and I work, you know, and I know. I've been to college with Aspire even though I didn't want to go, but I understand there's a financial thing for Aspire if we go to college. You know, I just thought it was them wanting to tick another wee box, but it's not true. But yeah, I've not really anything bad to say about the crowd. Not really much you can say.
Who is your support worker at Aspire and how have they helped you?
Mark is my support worker, and he's helped me obviously by allowing me to come here in the first place. But obviously if we have any issues we can talk to him, and he always comes in and checks to see how we're getting on, and I know he's asked other people to sort of look out for jobs for me.
So how often do you get to chat with Mark? Is he always available or how often?
I chat to Mark, to be perfectly honest, I chat to Mark most days. He's always coming in and out of the recycling centre, so I always get to speak to him, so if I want to say anything to him I can obviously say it to him on a daily basis.
That's great. Do you feel like you could still come here and talk to support workers?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, when I was at the coffee shop, yeah, whatever voluntary work I was doing at the taxi rank, you know, no matter where I've been in my life, Aspire operates pretty much an open door policy. You know, so if you're struggling, you can come in and have a chat. If you're having a good day, you can come in and have a chat. Do you know, it really doesn't matter. I've always known that I could knock on the office door and one of the staff will be there and they'll say hello. And you know, again, if I was struggling, I knew I'd be able to say, can I grab a quick chat with you? And yeah, they'd be happy to do that. So, yeah. And I think, you know, what they did for me, what Aspire did for me in the early days of my recovery was help me recognise my potential. You know, I had quite, I didn't think a lot of myself, you know, because of the way I've been living for years and years. I had quite a low self-image. So yeah, you know, through kind of gradual support, but ongoing, I kind of came out of my shell. It's been brilliant.
So as support workers, for us to get that message across to them that actually you are a person, you're worth a lot more and there is a lot more to you, we have to go the extra mile ourselves because we've got to kind of, you know, give them the correct handout. You know, if they come to us with issues and we turn around and say, well, this isn't what we're paid to do, we're just being like a lot of people that have dealt with in the past and reinforced why they've stayed in that position and not moved forward. So we really want to go that extra mile, you know, and it is the Aspire way, having that can-do attitude. So if they don't see it from the people that are supposed to be helping them, how do they believe that about themselves? So, you know, as much as we do it out of the goodness of our heart, it also is the meaning, you know, this is about you moving forward and what you're actually worth as a person, not the labels that you're used to having stuck on you by
Other
you know,
people.
society
Yeah.
and etc. We're breaking down the barriers, and as Christine said, when you get people that come back a year later showing you their new partner and their baby and they've been in their own place and a job for a year, you know, priceless.
Mm.